Welcome to Top Stories Today. Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alert. Breaking: Arnold Schwarzenegger rushed into emergency surgery. A huge critic of President Donald Trump has been taken into emergency surgery. The massive behemoth Arnold Schwarzenegger reportedly had issues, and it was stated by multiple sources that he was rushed into an emergency open-heart surgical procedure this morning. This all stems from unknown complications that were related to an experimental procedure that he had gone through. The experimental procedure was to replace a catheter valve. Then some complications happened and it seems like Schwarzenegger had to be rushed into today's procedures. The 70-year-old former California governor and star of many movies, most popular for his role in the Terminator movies, was embraced on social media by fans and supporters who wished him well in his recovery. Media outlets later reported that Schwarzenegger was in stable condition, and they'll continue posting updates during the rest of the week if anything else occurs with his medical condition. Fox News reported more on the medical situation with Arnold Schwarzenegger. According to TMZ, the 70-year-old star went to the hospital for an experimental procedure to replace a catheter valve. Allegedly, he developed complications during the somewhat experimental replacement and doctors quickly decided to perform open-heart surgery. Fortunately, the surgeons were prepared for this eventuality and the outlet reports that he's in stable condition. In 1997, he reportedly underwent a different heart surgery to replace an aortic valve. At the time, he said the condition was congenital and had nothing to do with possible steroid use. Schwarzenegger underwent a planned procedure at Cedars-Sinai to replace a pulmonic valve that was originally replaced due to a congenital heart defect in 1997, a spokesperson for the star said in a statement. That 1997 replacement valve was never meant to be permanent, and has outlived its life expectancy, so he chose to replace it yesterday through a less invasive catheter valve replacement. During that procedure, an open-heart surgery team was prepared, as they frequently are in these circumstances, in case the catheter procedure was unable to be performed. Governor Schwarzenegger's pulmonic valve was successfully replaced and he is currently recovering from the surgery and is in stable condition. In 2016, the star opened up about his past heart surgery in an interview with Graham Bensinger. Earlier this week, the former California governor spoke to CNN about the changes in the Republican Party, noting that its lack of diversity and ability to reach across the aisle are leading to decreased numbers. Since then the party has decreased and now has only a 26% popularity overall, and so it is dying. And I see it like the Titanic, he said. The only thing is that we don't have to go under completely. We don't have to wait for that moment. Let's change and let's go and be more open and go back to this kind of like Big Tent idea of Ronald Reagan. This isn't the first time he's had surgery. He's gone under the knife for heart conditions before and hopefully this time he gets it fixed. Even if he's a critic of the president, that doesn't mean people won't wish him well. After all the political nonsense goes away, then everyone is able to remember that everyone is human, and when medical conditions arrive, then everyone should wish for the best for each other. Arnold is best known for his role in bodybuilding, which later turned into a career in acting. He's starred in many action films that allowed him to show off his buff physique and portray the bad boy or big huge guy roles in the finest form. He was always criticized for his accent and the funny way that he repeated lines in his movies. One of his most famous quotes is "I'll be back" from the Terminator movie, in which he fought off a metal skeleton robot creature that had a really nasty-looking red eye and a lust for murder. At one point Schwarzenegger moved into comedy and family movies. He once starred, very tall, next to Danny DeVito in the movie Twins. He also became a huge sponge-like softie in the movie Kindergarten Cop. Arnold eventually ran for governor of California and won. He served 2 terms from 2003 to 2011. It will be very interesting to see the outcome of his experimental procedure. He might be a critic of the president, but when people fall on hard times and have medical issues, it's always important to remember that we're all human and we should always wish each other well. Unless you're Al Sharpton. Forget that guy. What do you think about this? Please share this news and scroll down to comment below and don't forget to subscribe Top Stories Today.